Hello Virgo, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a work money read, and so the reason that I'm doing these special bonus reads is because I've got a half price reading sale as usual this weekend, and this weekend it's on my money and business reads. And so if you're wanting some guidance on your work situation, on your job situation, on your business situation, maybe you've got changes going on with this COVID thing right now and you're not seeing what the gift is for you and you want to know what that is. You wanting to know why these changes have come about, so where it's heading you in your business, and anything like that. That's what's going to come up in one of these readings. So you guys want to book in for one of those. As usual, I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them. They're 3 pages long, the basic version. You'll see that there are some upgrades that you can make. You can double the length for less than double the money. But you can book in for one of those up there. I'll pop a link up there. And so this weekend it makes them 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35-40 American right now. So that's really good value. I mean, they're great value anyway. So if it's not the weekend, don't stop yourself from booking in if you want this guidance. But yeah, if it's the weekend, jump on one of those. Let's see, Virgo. This is a general read for you, Virgos, then. So what have you got going on with your work, with your business? Let's see. That cancels abundance. Oh, and by the way, if you're booking for one of those readings, you don't need to tell me whether you've got a business or a job or out of a work or anything like that. It's really obvious to me when I tune into the energies. So. Right, you've got doubt cancels abundance and work. Okay. Right. So you've been doubting abundance. Maybe you've had very materialistic point of view about abundance or about money, Virgo, and you're like, okay, well, I've got to use my time, trade my time for money, and so it's limited. My time is limited. Or I've got to trade my energy, my physical capacity for money, and so that's limited. So that kind of thing. Those kind of beliefs cause you to doubt an abundance because we are always given evidence of our beliefs, right? We can be living, you and me can be sat next to each other right here by the pool. Oh, I've got flowers stuck to my leg. Um, we can be sat next to each other right here by the pool and we can have totally different experiences because of our beliefs and because of our focus and because of our consciousness and because of our energy, right? We can be both going through exactly the same thing and have completely different experiences with it. And that's because our reality, what we have access to in our reality, is totally based on our beliefs. The universe can't get past that. It's got to comply with our belief system. And there's a bit of confirmation bias in this as well. It's like you don't even notice in the world what is outside of your belief system either. If you believed that only dogs exist and there were no other animals, whenever you saw another animal, you just think it was a different kind of a dog. It's that kind of thing. We've got confirmation bias. Whatever we look at is it's got to be within our truth, right? Within our truth. And this is saying, Virgo, that your truth about work and about abundance is not true. Like, it doesn't need to be true. You're placing limitations on yourself. As in, some basic beliefs are, I've got to trade my time for money, and time is limited. We've only got 24 hours in a day, right? And we can't work all of those 24 hours because we need to eat and we need to sleep. And we also need to socialize and hug people, don't we? We're all realizing that now. So Virgo, you've placed restrictions on yourselves, which has caused you to doubt abundance. Yes, you've learned these beliefs from other people, but you are responsible for letting them go so that you can experience different conditions in your life, a different reality. That's fundamental. So Virgo, you already had these restrictions in place, abundance restrictions in place because of your beliefs. And during COVID times, that probably expanded for you. So you're feeling it even more. So you're feeling what you were doing to yourself with these beliefs about abundance. You're feeling it even more. It's heightened now. It's even more. Yeah, that's what happens. That's the way the world works, right? That's the way the world works. People say about money, oh, money's the root of all evil. People that have a lot of money, it makes them bad. It doesn't. It just accentuates what people already are, right? So a bad person with a lot of money is going to be really bad. A good person with a lot of money is going to be really good. It just accentuates it, right? It's like alcohol, right? People say, oh, alcohol makes you aggressive. No, it doesn't. It makes aggressive people more aggressive. It makes friendly people more friendly. It makes cheeky people more cheeky. That's me. I'm a cheeky drunk. So these things just accentuate, and that's what's happening. Pandemics accentuate all kinds of things in the world. And so you already had it in you. And so this is a great time for you, Virgo, to see clearly. It's like the pandemic has cleaned the mirror off so you can see yourself even more clearly now. It's like, oh, you weren't noticing how you're holding your abundance back before. Well, let me make it worse for you. That's what the pandemic has done. So you were already doubting abundance. You were already experiencing a small amount of the restriction. And now you're experiencing a lot of the restriction, Virgo. So that you can face that, what you were doing to yourself with your beliefs. This is your beliefs about abundance that are behind this. Nice. Yes, because so it's a healing time for you, Virgo. Healing. Healing, it's all about, it's not about like fixing your bones and stuff. There's that aspect of healing. People think that when they hear the word healing, like my website, Be Healing, my business is called Be Healing. But it's not about that to me. It's about healing your consciousness, healing your beliefs, changing your mind, healing emotional traumas, healing your energy. It's more of a mindset thing, and an energy thing, feeling better, thinking better, because everything comes about from that. Because when you sort those two things out, everything comes about from that. It really does. And so you need to go within and heal yourself, healing your mind, healing your energy. If you're feeling bad about things, you need to feel better. If you have had these negative beliefs that are causing you to experience a reality that you don't really want to experience, you need to go within and heal yourself. This is the perfect time to do that, especially if you're in lockdown still. If you can't do your work, if you're out of work, this is the best time to do it. And so for those of you that are out of a job at the moment and you're struggling with money and everything, this is saying to you, you've already had like a negative money mindset. You've already had restrictions on your abundance, and you were in a job that was restricting you too. Now you've got further restriction. It's been taken away from you. You don't want to keep those restrictions and then go backwards. You don't want just that same job to be opened back up to you again. You want to use this time wisely to release those restrictions that you've got inside of yourself, change your mind about money, change your mind about abundance, be open to true abundance, and there's so much more possible for you. And then put yourself out in the world, then go for a job, right? So the job that you had, or the job that you've got, is in line. It is a match to the restrictions that you had, to those ideas, the jobs that you had. So it's a very good time for you, Virgos, to actually switch. Now, those of you with a business, same. It's like the way that you've been doing your business. This isn't to say like throw your business in the bin, start again. This is saying that the way that you've been doing your business has been restricted because of your beliefs about abundance. And now it will be restricted even more because pandemics, apparently, they blow things up, just like money does, just like alcohol does, just like a lot of things do, blows it up out of all proportion so that you can see it really clearly. And so go within and do that healing of your beliefs, predominantly your beliefs, but your beliefs create your experience. Your experience makes you feel a certain way. If you've not been feeling good, it's time to feel better, and your beliefs are the root cause of your feelings. You've got big changes happening right now, because look at this. Who am I up until now? Who have I been? Who have you been? Who have you been, Virgo? Who have you been being? Who have you been? Because that can all change now. You can actually become who you really are, who you're always meant to be. It will have been who you knew you were as a kid, before you got adulted, because before you learned all these adult things and all these adult restrictions. What were the dreams that you had in your heart? What did you really want to do with your life? Get back to that. Get back on that. Who are you really? Like, so if things have been taken away from you, use this. Use this. I did it to myself. I didn't wait for a pandemic, right? So when I was 30, I was turning 30. I was working in corporate. I had been working in corporate for 8 years. I had, family, big house, family, new car, working term time. Had it all, really. I had it all. Everything that society told me I wanted, but I should have, that I should want. And I'd already done it in my 20s. I'd already managed to manifest it all, and I wasn't happy. And I decided to make a big change because I thought that, there's got to be more to life than this. And so I pandemicked myself. I gave everything up. I gave everything up, and I decided to change my life completely because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy to be around for the rest of my life if it was just going to carry on being that. There was no challenge to it. It's all easy, all too easy for me. Boring. No magic. There's no magic in it. Looking back, there was a bit of magic in it, but then I started meditating. Had a bit of a spiritual awakening. Magic seriously started happening for me, and then I got put on my healing path. And that it had been trying to creep in the whole time in my 20s. I realize that now. But what I did was I moved to Australia, and shortly after that, I moved to Australia. And instead of just carrying on doing similar stuff that I was doing before, I changed everything. I changed everything at once. And so if things are changing, like you've got right now, you've got change happening right now, why not change everything? Why not get back to that original vision of who you really are and what you wanted as a kid? Why not change everything? Why not use this opportunity to reinvent yourself? It's not even reinventing yourself, it's getting back to who you are. It's like you reinvented yourself as an adult and it's not been aligned with you. You did that reinvention and it was just an invention. Now's the time to get back to your true self, who you've always known that you were. So it's a whole new chapter of your life is available to you now. I want another couple of cards. I want another couple of cards for you, Virgo. Let's see. Yes. You're being encouraged to make a new decision for yourself, to decide. So if you had this vision of yourself, you know who you really are, and it's like, well, I'm an adventurer, and like I was here to live this hero's tale and live this romantic lifestyle of something, whatever, travel and whatever your vision is for your life or was for your life. And you're like, but that's not possible. Like, how can I make it happen? This is saying you don't need to know how to make it happen. Just make that decision. Just make that decision. Just be really clear on that. Right. Okay, I'm going to live this lifestyle now. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. I had no idea how I was going to do it. But look at me now. Look at me now. Like, I had an idea like I wanted to own my own island. Turns out I don't. Turns out I want to move to an amazing island with a community that's already here. I saw the pitfalls of that a few years ago of wanting to own my own island. It's like, well, there won't be anyone on there apart from people that I employ, and that's like the safe thing. Instead, move to an amazing island like this where there's all kinds of people that I love being around and it's perfect. I don't want to own my own island anymore. I want to live on this one. And the same with my business too. Like I didn't know how I was going to do any of it, and I didn't need to know. I just made that strong decision. I just made that strong decision of the big things that I wanted, the big lifestyle that I wanted, the freedom that I wanted, how I wanted to feel, what I wanted to do with my time. And then the universe showed me, the universe led me to doing it. And so you're being encouraged now to make that big decision for yourself, a big decision for yourself. Everything can change. This is like a whole new chapter of your life starting, but it's not even reinventing yourself. It's going back to the original blueprint, your original blueprint. Oh, I love that, Virgo. I might call your video that. Getting back to your original blueprint. There you go, Virgo. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? Love hearing from you guys. And if you'd like to book in for one of those work business reads, you can right there. You might be able to get it half price if you book in fast enough. And I'd love to read for you personally. That would be great. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.